how's it going? So it's Dave here again. So I thought I'd do another reaction video, and I thought I'd do another scary video. And this one's from my old mate Goose Pimples. So I'll put a link to his page or his YouTube channel down in the comments. But Goose Pimples is pretty cool, and as far as I'm concerned, Goose Pimples, I'm still waiting on my shirt. It's probably been about 3 weeks now, but I see from the emails that it's going to be happening soon. So this one's called Top 5 Scary Videos with 60% proof that ghosts are real. Anyway, without further ado, let's just play the fucking thing, eh? Alrighty.
The scary videos we bring you today might trigger that burning feeling on the back of your neck. It is time for your weekly paranormal punch in the face. Are you ready for your Goose Pimples fix? Let's get this spook fest started. Number 5. Living rent-free. YouTuber YamaQ uploaded a terrifying sequence of clips that should teach you to always be suspicious of super discounted properties. It all started with the need to find a new place to live. After getting notified by his landlord that his house needed some renovation work, he started searching the market when he hit the jackpot, or so he thought. He found a really cheap.
So YamaQ, I actually follow YamaQ. He's there's some scary shit that goes on with his place, and yeah, okay, I'll just stop there and let the video carry on.
42-year-old property, but the whole place had to be renovated, though not for the reasons you might like to think. The previous owner died within the walls of the house, which really puts a damper on the amazing price. But he couldn't pass up such a bargain, and honestly, we can't really blame him, can we? However, there's just one small problem. The water in the bathroom just won't turn on. No matter how many times he tries to get it fixed, the problem comes back soon after. We can't shake the fact that the bathroom is exactly where the previous owner died. Coincidence? Maybe. Maybe not. After witnessing the door opening on its own and hearing some strange noises at night coming from that area of the house, he decides to set up a camera inside the bathroom. And turns out, there could well be something lurking within those walls. While the bumps and bangs on this first clip could be easily faked off camera if he were to knock on the wall from the other side and either pull a string attached to the hairbrush or let it fall from the vibrations of the bangs, we still decided to continue exploring his channel to spot any mistakes, such as video editing masks or jump cuts in his footage. However, even after going frame by frame, there seems to be no visible strings or signs of fakery anywhere. it's getting harder to debunk his footage. We could come up with theories on how the items are moved with strings, the creepy ass voice is placed on top of the footage, or the clock is part of a well done software masking technique. But without actually spotting any mistakes or signs to prove these claims, we might as well assume that the freaking place is disturbingly haunted. And when we look at this next clip, the latter starts to become more plausible. After hearing the aggressive knocking on the door behind him, he quickly pans the camera with no jump cuts and steps inside the room to prove that there is no one inside. And surely a string wouldn't be able to slide that door closed. But maybe you know another way this could be done. Let us know. But whether it's real or fake, the dude decides to do a little more digging and finds a gory shrine near his home. These shrines were used as a protection from grudge-bearing spirits who experience cruel deaths and are widely believed in Japanese culture to cause natural disasters. This shrine in particular is built on top of a prior battlefield from the Sengoku period. It was most likely built for the soldiers who were brutally murdered during the war. Could this ancient spiritual belief be tied at all to what he is experiencing in his house? In this next clip, we get another dose of bone-chilling footage. He decides to film with the bathroom door open to see if there are any changes in the weird activity, and it just gets creepier.
Yeah, so this guy I actually follow, and apparently across the road from where he lives, there used to be a cemetery or where people used to be shot and killed and buried, and he gets hauntings and stuff. He hears strange noises outside his front door, and it's of a guy whining or some person whining, and then as soon as he goes out there to rambo it, it stops. Not sure if Goosebumble is going to show that tonight, but we'll just keep looking.
banging doesn't seem to be getting any quieter, but some commenters seem to believe the loud noises could be coming from the room directly above the bathroom. Perhaps Yamakyu could be stomping around and shouting to create some spooky content. We quickly learned that he wouldn't be able to do it though, because there is no room above the bathroom. After this, Yamakyu attempts to find some more links between the history of the area and the activity in his house. Northeast from his new residence, he finds a dead water well, which doesn't make things look any better for him. In Japanese culture, Kimon, which translates to demon gates, are always found in the northeast direction of a city. He then decides to travel in different directions around his house to see what else he can find. To the southwest of the house, there is a park with an ancient burial mound, or a kofun, that houses the coffins of the many ancient ruling classes in Japan. There is a lot of spiritual belief in Japan, and a lot of history seems to surround his new residence. Could this be bigger than just one spirit? In the next clip, the events that take place lead him to sprint down to the bathroom window, and that's when he captures something bone-chilling. Take a look.
From what I've seen with his videos, this is pretty much normal. He goes into the toilet quite a bit with a lot of knocking, but he hasn't figured out where it's from yet, or where it's coming from. And then after the knocking finishes, then the moans out on the street start. And so he goes out on the street. And yet, nothing has been found. Should have a look at his channel if you want. It's pretty cool. This guy's getting pretty screwed up because he just can't figure out where the knockings are coming from. And he's not down the toilet.
There is clearly someone knocking from inside that room, but there's nobody to be seen. He then scuttles back into the bathroom, and the second he opens the door, the banging stops. Almost like something was waiting for him to interact with it. But no matter how spooky it gets, he remains extremely skeptical and attempts to put it all down to issues in the piping. The water hammer phenomenon could well be a possibility, considering the noise water makes when valves suddenly close can be extremely loud. Can't help but think about the convenient timing of the bangs though, the way it stops when he opens the door, and all the weird movements he recorded and showed in the past. Surely piping issues wouldn't toss bottles and incense sticks off the side. They also don't make grisly wailing noises that echo through the house.
This was the part I was telling you about. Good thing is, this guy Rambo's it. Sorry, Castle Sight.
If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's coming from directly in front of the camera. He even went as far as attaching an external microphone to the camera so we could get a better idea of the direction where the sound is coming from.
Why has he got his slippers in front of the toilet? Here you go for a pee.
As this carries on, he decides enough is enough, but he might have made a big mistake.
Haha.
Smack him, bro! Smack him! Give him the whack whack. And he's gone.
His equipment looks a little out of place, but it's definitely picked up on something. Apparently, this toy picks up on noise and repeats it back to you, and when he holds it down to the road, it seems to repeat back a long, distorted, agonizing wail. As soon as he figures out the exact place where the sound was coming from, he quickly tried hitting the unseen source of the noise, just like it was suggested by one of his commenters. But it clearly didn't work, because in this next clip, we can still see him trying a different approach.
声が聞こえてます。熱い。
As weird and funny as it all sounds, there is something that ties this story together. An ancient trial was used in Japanese courts centuries ago called gugachi, a trial where your innocence was determined by the gods after the way you handled submerging your hands in boiling water. If you came out unscathed, you were innocent. If you were burnt, well, let's just say, terrible things would happen. Perhaps the boiling water hitting the supposed spirit shocked it into silence because of its tragic past. The area where Yamakyu resides is unknown, but it is clearly built heavily upon old rituals. Many traces of Futamani have been found nearby, a ritual where the shoulder blade of a stag is heated to create cracks and foresee the future. So his new residence clearly isn't a stranger to spiritual beings or practices, especially considering that there is an ancient tomb almost directly in front of his house. Is he being haunted by the ghostly apparition of the house's previous owner, or is he surrounded by thousands upon thousands of tortured souls not yet able to rest in their graves? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Number 4.
Before we get on to number 4, the worst thing about Yamakyu is that a lot of the locals who have been around the area or know the area have actually shown up outside his doorstep with a video camera, and they're trying to capture the sounds that Yamaku has been putting on YouTube. And so Yamaku will then hear the sounds, go outside, and there's some dude standing there with a video camera. And Yamaku's like, "What the hell are you doing?" in Japanese. "Oh, I'm just trying to capture a ghost." And Yamaku's told him to piss off. So, yeah. Anyway, number 4.
Midnight men. Sometimes, hearing something weird inside your home every day motivates you to hook up some equipment and capture whatever is down there on camera once and for all. But this video left the uploader frozen with fear, shuddering on the spot. Because after all, ignorance can be bliss. Some sort of shadow, imposing and hunched over, appears to be stalking through the room. Posted by The Clowning on Reddit, they seem a little shaken up over the video, considering it was sent by a trusted member of their family. Would such a close relative send their family fake ghost content? Skeptics have picked up on a few things, the time in particular. The time of the video does not change for the whole 17-second clip, which raises a few eyebrows, but a few people told the thread that the number on screen is the total video length and not the current time. But some more flaws were detected, such as the playhead not moving. Turns out it is 17 seconds out of a 10-hour video, so we wouldn't have seen the playhead move at all anyway. But that just raises another question. Why did someone decide to just film their downstairs room on the floor for 10 hours and then send it to a family member? This could easily just be staged, but the Clowning responded to these comments saying his relative had recorded her home before. They initially thought it was to deter burglars, but it was actually because she was hearing noises downstairs when she was trying to sleep. Turns out there was something rather than someone scoping out the rooms come nightfall. Number 3. Door kicking Rambo.
Number 3.
Adventures Jassim, the Dark Knight, has made a few well-earned spectacular appearances on our channel in the past. His love of scoping out the place is so abandoned and so mystical that nobody else dares visit, has secured him as one of the most hardcore paranormal investigators we know. But as brave as he may be, the activity he experiences still leave him on his spare pants by the end of the night.
Place is a bit of a mess, really. I mean, come on, somebody clean it up. Or take charge. Stop eating your nails.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله.
I've seen this guy before,
لا إله إلا الله.
but not this video. This guy's a legend. He just nails it. He Rambos it, Casper site. He Rambos it. مصلح على مسيم.
الباب سكر ولا يكروالي هنا يا جماعة الخير؟
I don't know. Maybe it was closed.
بسم الله.
بسم الله. بسم الله.
بسم الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
بسم الله على مسيم. no.
لا إله إلا الله.
Someone either wants to keep Jassim out or keep him locked in. Did you notice the door opening? And without any jump cuts, he quickly shows us the entire room.
Yeah, I saw it, Goose Pimples. I saw it.
Whatever is lurking around this building also seems to enjoy putting up a chair everywhere Jassim goes.
Pulling up a chair. He probably wants to have a couple of drinks, mate.
الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Maybe
لا
not.
إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
But hey, let's grab the educational side of this compilation again and let our Middle Eastern Rambo teach you how to deal with a pesky poltergeist.
This guy's a fucking legend. Going in there by himself into this shit. What the fuck?
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا
Holy
نوم
shit.
له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض.
Yeah, kick him back. Kick him back.
يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا ما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤود حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
I don't understand what he said, but he looked like he just kicked the shit out of that ghost.
لا إله إلا الله.
Yeah, and the ghost is fucked off.
And that, my friends, is how you show who's the boss.
العظيم.
But Jassim is not the only one to step into this very building to have a dick measuring contest with the entity. Another paranormal investigator, adventurer Allah, decided to go there another night and do a little more digging. But he underestimated just how much danger he was getting
I
himself
hope you
into.
saw it without my little screen face me.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء. استودعوني يا جماعة. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله. حصنت نفسي بالحي القيوم.
Okay, so I'm going to take this to about 27 minutes and then I'll stop it. Oh, it's 27 minutes now. So I'll take it to 27 minutes or just past to where this guy finishes. And now I'll call it a night.
The doors just kept slamming and swinging like there's no tomorrow, and something seems to be trying to chase him out. Although we can't see exactly what, something has actually hurt him during this investigation.
طالعوا اقسم بالله جاب وجهي.
While it's just a small graze, he sounds distraught. What could have shaken him up so bad? Well, we're about to find out.
والله يا جماعة يدي تعورني. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل فيكم.
Those shells almost crushed him. Something really doesn't want anyone to venture too deep into the building. But why? There could well be someone crouched behind the countertops on the other side, but something about the desolate yet agonizing atmosphere says otherwise. He ventures past the rickety furniture into another room, and that's when we realise that their supposed entity has had enough of just toying with its prey.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. إيش هذا؟ والله بغطيها عليه اقسم بالله. اكيد فيها شيء يا جماعه.
Right, let's go to number one. Must be about here.
Number one.
Number
not some
one.
musical chairs. This clip was uploaded by TikTok user Dom the Ghost. The original source is still unknown to us, and that will only serve to make you feel even more uneasy.
What the fuck? That's... What the hell's that thing in the corner? Ah, is that
We've
the
all
ghost?
heard the story before. Two friends hear some spooky stories
What the
and
hell is that
decide to
girl
go
on
and
the-
do a little ghost hunting of their own in dark,
Oh.
abandoned areas.
Hang
What
on,
could
hang
go
on.
wrong? Hear some spooky stories and decide to go and do a little ghost hunting of their own
I
in
guess not.
dark, abandoned areas. What could go wrong?
Never mind.
Off the bat, there is something wrong in the room they are in, but it's when we look carefully that the best details leap out. There seems to be a faint outline of a woman on the chair, sitting perfectly still when the chair turns. Perhaps you should be a little more worried about those noises in your attic. Or perhaps you should click here to stick around and watch these creepy ass ghost videos captured by real people. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to avoid missing our weekly spook fest. Thanks for watching. Stay in the dark. The
Alrighty.
scary videos we
Alrighty, that's Goosebumbles, and so I'll bring this back over here and go from there. So it's Goosebumbles. It's probably one of the channels that I've been subscribing to for quite a while now, and so I recommend you subscribe to it. It's pretty cool. Subscribe to me if you like. And I have no idea what the reaction videos I'm going to do next, but it seems like I've done 3 ghost ones in a row, and I'm quite enjoying them. So subscribe to me, post in the comments below what you want to see or what reactions you want to see, and we'll go from there. Thank you, and have a safe day.